guys, welcome back to a very special session of the Hopry. My name is Mark Starr.
I'm Tim Pratt.
And who are you?
And I'm Kate Foley.
Kate the Great. And so today, really, I just got this beer in not too long ago. It's a Kate the Great. And Tim and Kate here actually just got engaged about a week and a half, 2 weeks ago. And I thought, you know what? I've got the perfect beer for the occasion. And so here we are.
We're absolutely happy to have you over here, and
Yep.
couldn't be more perfect. She is Kate the Great. It is Kate the Great.
Yep.
It's a pretty darn good day.
It's Kate Day.
And even on top of that, it happens to be National Repeal Day and National Beer Day. So it couldn't be more perfect.
It couldn't. So Kate, why don't you tell them a little bit about yourself, like a little 20-second spiel. Why are you here?
I'm here to drink beer.
All right.
Fair enough. See what I mean?
That's what we're here to do as well. So why don't you pass me your glass and I'll start pouring you guys a little bit. And I'll tell you, it's really nice for me to be able to get this beer and share it with you guys, because it's one of those beers, like when I got it in the mail, first of all, I think I should probably give Paul a shout out and a thank you for sending this to us. This is one that would be very easy to just leave in the basement and say you've got one and, never drink it, but I guess there's really no fun in that, and so we're going to drink it together tonight in celebration of your engagement.
Well, thanks, man. Absolutely.
Yep.
And I got to tell you, this is one that I've been excited about for a while. You know how rare it is, how hard it is to get. You can spend $200 on eBay to get one. Thankfully, we had Paul to send Mark one, and Mark was happy enough to bring it over. But every single one of these was hand racked and hand capped.
Yep.
That is totally cool. I mean, you can actually see for the homebrewers out there, in the top of in the cap, you can actually see the ring that the capper put on that. I mean, that just tells you right there that literally these things are completely handmade. There's a video out there that shows not only are they hand capped, hand racked, they're hand labeled. They've got a flip book of labels that they just stick on. So I mean, there's a lot of tender love and care that goes into this beer.
Yeah, it's a really small batch release. I think I'm probably going to be wrong on some of this information, so I apologize in advance. But I think there's only about 800 or 900 bottles that they actually release, and I think if you're hand capping them, hand labeling them, that's probably all you want to do. But yeah, this year clocks in, I think, at 12%. So man, why don't we just dig in and get with it?
Yeah,
you want to?
Yeah. So,
in terms of looks, what color is it, Kate?
It's dark.
It is dark.
It's really dark.
It's very dark. It's sort of blackish.
I'd say blackish
It's
is
like coffee.
good.
Yeah, it does look like coffee. Pretty good little head on there. Not a whole lot. I've given it a couple of swirls along the way, and not a whole lot, but definitely some good carbonation.
And it's a good dark, caramely brown, color to the head. So it shows there's a lot of dark malts in there.
Yep.
When you poured it in the glass, I could actually kind of start to smell some of the sweetness of the malts coming up in there. So it's cool. And I also have to say, I've got Kate to thank for my kind of re-foray into stouts. It was actually Kate that turned me back on to stouts.
Yeah.
Well, cool, man. Let's smell it.
Yeah.
You wanna? Okay. It's definitely an imperial stout.
It's definitely got a lot of booze in it.
Yeah, it's a little bit boozy. Real malty.
Real malty, but it's got that nice caramely, that nice toffee kind of nose to it. There's some of that burnt toasted sugars that are in there.
Yeah, and it's one of those that's going to be really warm, I feel like. You know what I'm talking about?
Yeah, it's warm just going through the nose.
Yeah.
So it's going to be warm going all the way down. Yeah.
All right, guys. Well, cheers.
Cheers. Thanks again.
Mm-hmm. Well, Paul told me, he said, drink this thing at room temperature, don't cool it down too much, and now I can see why. It really helps the texture. It's like real silky and smooth. And
yeah. It's almost soft.
Mm-hmm.
And, I got to be honest, there's some booze in there, but it doesn't burn nearly as bad as I was thinking it was going to.
No.
Usually I can't drink a lot of these, or I feel like it's really heavy, but this one I think I could drink a lot of, which could be trouble. But
yeah, it could be trouble, and we'll see here in a little bit if that really happens. But
trouble. But yeah, no, this thing.
It is really nice. Yeah. It's funny to have a 12% beer that drinks this easily, And what makes that even, I guess, furtherly, what makes that even more unique to me is that, I mean, this is a brand new bottle. This is from 2011, so it doesn't really have any age on it at all. It usually takes a little bit of time for something to really mellow out like this at 12%. So.
Yeah, and it's always one of my fears when you've got a beer this big and this, you know, this strong, is that you're just going to basically go flat. You know, one of the most, you know, worst culprits of that one out there was a couple of years ago. They did the Angel Share, and it was pretty much still in the bottle.
Yeah.
That's totally not the case here.
Yeah.
I mean, it's got a nice effervescence to it that when you actually take a drink and you know, you're in the process of drinking it, it just foams the whole time you're there. So you're getting all of those flavors, all those dark fruits, those, you know, those sugary, caramely, toffee flavors that are coming through. And man, it's a nice drink.
Yeah, it's a really good Imperial Stout. I mean, you know, I'm sure people mostly want to know, like, is it really like the best beer in the world? Is it one of the best beers in the world? I mean, I don't know. It really tastes like a very well-made Imperial Stout. I mean, if this was in another bottle, like from another brewery, I'd probably be like, wow, this is a really good stout. So I definitely think that there's a lot, you know, to be said in the you know, the batch releases and how small they are and how lucky you are to get one. But, you know.
Well, Kate, how does this one compare with some of the other stouts that you've had?
Yes.
Other stouts or other Imperial Stouts?
Other Imperial
Because I
Stouts.
think that of Imperial Stouts, this is one of my favorites. It's a lot sweeter than a typical one for me. Anyway, that's what I notice most about it. But
It does have a good sweetness.
Yeah. But it's not cloying. It's nice.
Yeah, you know, you might have something like a McKellar's Imperial Stout where it's so sweet that you literally almost feel like you're chewing on it.
Yeah.
This one has that sweetness, but it's not chewy. It's just, I think
it's really
that
smooth.
it is, and I think that's in the end probably what makes this one so world class is just the drinkability on a 12% Imperial Stout with a lot of really good flavor.
Yeah.
So.
Yeah, it's definitely one of those that, you know, you want to share, or it's a destination beer at best. You know, it's.
Yeah, I would have felt like a complete asshole drinking this one by myself, knowing how hard it is to get it. So, well, guys, you know, again, congratulations. Really happy for you. I'm sure you'll let us know when the date is, and I will do my best to be there. Hopefully, it'll be in Portland or Seattle or somewhere cool.
We'll let you know for sure.
All right.
But thanks again for sharing this, you know, with
No
us,
problem.
and you know, sharing the time with us. It's awesome, and we're even happier that we got to share with all you guys out there.
That's right.
Well, thanks.
Kate,
for,
any closing thoughts?
It's good.
Get you one.
go get lots. It's yummy.
All right, guys. Well, thanks a lot. Really appreciate having you guys along, and we'll see you next time. Cheers.
Cheers.
Cheers.